So in our last episode, we talked about the age of discovery, also known as the age of exploration. And in this episode, we are going to talk about religious reforms in Europe. Pope 5! Pope 1 coming up. I'm skipping it. Pope 2 is where the drama comes in. So buckle up your seatbelts and let's take a trip through time. Why don't we start by looking at some notes? Dun, dun, dun. Today we are going to talk about our Reformation. So now that you saw my notes, let's get started. Yeah. The Reformation. Well, what is the Reformation? The Reformation is a movement that was started by the 95 season by Martin Luther. No, not Martin Luther King Jr. The Martin Luther that he was named after. It's a monk. We're going to talk about him after we get through this story before the Reformation. So it's like the Catholic Church was kind of not holy. I even have to say it myself. Catholic Church. Why I'm saying they aren't holy again is that it's because they were doing deceiving stuff. Deceive means tricking or lying to someone. And the Catholic Church did it, alright? They sold some piece of paper called indulgences. What are indulgences? Well, indulgences, as I said earlier, are pieces of paper, but not just any piece of paper. It is something like a letter. And they are kind of forgiveness letters for sins. Sins are the bad things that you have done. And they're the forgiveness for sins of the present and the future sins. Wait. Is that me? Oh, history! Oh. Alright, and also people say that this is a ticket to heaven. Who ever heard of a ticket to heaven? Oh, your ticket to heaven is how you good stuff you did. Well. Alright. A lot of German people, where the main place is Germany, which is in the Holy Roman Empire. A lot of those people learned about this stuff, about the wrongdoings of the Catholic Church, because of the new invention, the printing press. If you remember our episode 2 of the Renaissance, you might know what the printing press is, made by Johannes Gutenberg. No. Alright. Since the printing press made a lot of books, Martin Luther got to know about the Catholic Church's wrongdoings too. No, not the number 2. 2, T-O-O. Alright? Alright. And then, this was something that not a lot of people ever did. And this was also a bit dangerous. He wrote 95 theses. What is a thesis, anyways? Well, first I'll write it right here. The 95 theses. What are the 95 theses? Well, the 95 theses... Well, first we need to know what the theses are. Thesis is a document or kind of piece of paper that is written on for questions and arguments for other priests to argue or think about. Martin Luther wrote the 95 theses so other priests could think about the Catholic Church's selling indulgences and the other wrongdoings of the Catholic Churches. The main thing is the indulgences. I also agree on Martin Luther. So, wrong color. Oh, alright. The 95 theses got spread worldwide, and with the help of the printing press, the 95 theses were available to everyone, even the church, which became a problem. The Catholic Church thought that Martin Luther would be too strong and that their power would go well, just their thoughts. And so they summoned. So there was this pope called Pope Leo X. I'll write his name. Pope Leo X. No, not X. It's a 10. Roman numerals. Get your Roman numerals right. Right. Pope Leo X And King Charles V, King Charles V, no, not V. Again, Roman numerals. All right, King Charles X and Pope Leo, King Charles V and Pope Leo X summoned Martin Luther. Well, just for extra credit, I'll put his name right here. Martin Luther. They summoned Martin Luther to Worms. Oh. Do I have bad breath? All right. Well, they summoned Martin Luther to a council called the Diet of Worms. I'm not even kidding. They literally called the Diet of Worms. Excuse me, please. All right. Forget those worm barfing stuff. Alright, so Martin Luther was allowed to defend himself during the Diet of Worms. The church told Martin Luther to say that his 95 theses were incorrect. Martin Luther didn't do that, and so this made his life extremely dangerous. So he went to one of his supporters' house. What color did I use? I used that. Oh. Should I? Well, I'll just use this orange again. All right, Martin Luther went to a castle of his supporters, and there he translated the Latin Bible. Long ago, during the Catholic Church, the church only wanted Latin, and they didn't want to translate it in any of their languages. The Catholic Church only wanted them to be able to read the Bible, so they can tell God, they can tell the people, the commoners, what God says. Sometimes they might be a lie. We don't know for sure though.
그런 사람 뭐라 그래?
And those are called clergy. What is a clergy anyway? Well, a clergy is the official leader of a religious, just a religion to make things simpler. All right. And there Martin Luther translated the Bible, the Latin Bible. Can you see this? Latin Bible into German. Ran out of space. Latin Bible into German. And since the Latin is only readable for clergies, while the German Bible was able to be read by the commoners. But there was a disadvantage for the German Bible. People started using arguments using the words of the Bible. Alright, so here's a summary about this kind of church and, well, all of this stuff. Wow, did I really use all these colors in it? Alright, so let's say that this circle is the whole church before the Reformation. It's Catholic. But then, during the Reformation, Martin Luther accidentally, he didn't want to do this, but he did, accidentally split the church in two. This part is the Catholic Church. Catholic. Ran out of space there. And this one is the Protestant Church. What are Protestants anyways? The Protestants are the people and the religion, the supporters of Martin Luther and the religion of Martin Luther. And Protestant churches are the ones that Martin Luther might have liked, but he didn't like this whole Reformation thing because he accidentally cut the Catholic Church in two. Alright. He didn't expect to do that, and he wanted the Catholic Church to reform itself. No indulgences and also no more Catholic Church, probably. But instead he cut it in half, so I guess that was some kind of intention to do this. And this happened... No, that's the wrong date. Alright. Well, now let's cover out what the Reformation really means. Well, the Reformation is a movement that was started by the 95 CCs, and it was also started by this Martin Luther guy. No, not Martin Luther King Jr., the guy who made the speech. All right, and this changed the Catholic Church into two churches that will give new and important history events that are not even related to the churches. Oh, and also King Charles V, surprisingly, was the king of the Holy Roman Empire. Here, I'll just show you. King of the Holy Roman Empire and the King of Spain. Well, this is why. King Charles V's father was from the Holy Roman Empire, and King Charles V's mother was from Spain. So Queen of Spain plus King of Holy Roman Empire, bam, after they both die, their heritage of their land will go to their sons. Or, well, at least. This kind of made these empires, King Charles V, the highest enemy of the Protestant Church. Since Spain was the wealthiest country in Europe, I said Spain, not France, was the wealthiest country in Europe, and King Charles V had got a lot of strength. There's nothing much Martin Luther could do. So this kind of broke him, and this still continued after his death. I'll see you next time in the next episode. Shanhan out. Robot. Just been done. Oh, it's you. Alright, so now that I just done my quiz and this hands-on history book, let's get into our writing for today. Alright. What did you learn about the Reformation, and is there something that your parents make you do which you dislike? What is it? Alright, please put the answers in the comments below or just email me directly. What did you learn about the Reformation? Well, I learned that the Reformation is a time when Martin Luther lived, the monk. And it is also the time when the 95 Theses were written. I'm kind of familiar with the 95 Theses, but I don't remember when I saw them. And also, this is a time when the Catholic Church was corrupt, deceitful, and also indulgences were paid. I heard of indulgences too. This is also the time when Pope Leo X and King Charles V ruled. And remember your Roman numerals. X in Roman numerals is 10. V in Roman numerals is 5. Remember that. All right. And this is also the time when the Catholic Church split in two. Catholic and Protestant. There's a Catholic church nearby this place. Next one. Is there something that your parents make you do which you dislike? What is it? Nothing. I like everything what my mom tells me to do. Except for nada. I like that too. Well, I'll see you then. And out. Dun dun. Oh, barf. Yay. Oh, it's you. Alright, today's extra history is gonna be about Martin Luther. So buckle up your seatbelts and let's get to the Martin Luther's time. Let's talk about the Reformation again too. I'm skipping it. Alright, so Martin Luther's life when he was born is unknown. Not even any source does that, but it is known probably in the 1200s. That's just my guess. No, it can't be the 1200s. Well, in the 1500s to be exact. And the Martin Luther's life has become, well, when Martin Luther was 21 years old, he finished law school. I'm getting confused. Law school. And then one day, this storm will change Martin Luther's life forever. Well, what is that storm? Well, the storm was dark, and for just some effects, it had lightning. And Martin was scared that he might be struck with lightning and die. All his life, he was told that he needed to earn a place in heaven. And he doesn't think that he has done that yet. So he prays to Saint Anna, not to God, Saint Anna. So Saint Anna could tell God to protect him. And if he lives, he will serve his life to God as becoming a monk. So when after Martin Luther survives the kind of storm, he becomes a monk out of law school forever. And so when he becomes a monk, he found out about the Catholic Church and the indulgences. He didn't think that money is the same profit as heaven. Wait a minute. 잠깐만요. Take it. Heaven. They say that indulgences are tickets to heaven. Well, how can you do that? And Martin Luther got surprised by it, so he wrote the 95 Theses. And this made his life very extremely dangerous, so he had to go in hiding after he got into the diet of worms. Excuse me, please. Right. Diet of worms is not a food. It's not a food. Phew. And it is just a counsel. Martin Luther was told to rip his 95 Theses out of the Catholic Church that he posted on the door of Wittenberg. That door that he posted the 95 Theses acts like a bulletin board. So it's normal to put stuff on there. Come here. Alright. Martin Luther defended himself and would not take away the 95 Theses. Can you see this? Alright. So this extremely made his life dangerous, and everyone, I mean literally everyone except his supporters, were trying to catch him. At least the Catholic people. So Martin went into hiding into a castle of one of his supporters. And that made that supporter very dangerous his life too. And while he was there, he written the Bible. He written the Bible from Latin to German. The Bible. And this gives its advantages, but here's one disadvantage. People started using arguments with the words of the Bible, which were very unpleasant. And some people even went to war. Alright. Martin Luther dreamed about the church that he wanted to change, make reform. But instead, he cut it in two. The Catholic Church and the Protestant Church. Well, here's a surprising thing about the Catholic and the Protestant Church. You might have thought that with the Catholic and the Protestant Church cut out of the way, there would be bad things ahead of them. Well, if there were bad things that were ahead of them, then they should have happened now. Instead, the Protestant Church made some important events that we might know today and other events of history. This has been a Hanshin production. See you then. This is the end of our extra history. Oh, and also stick to the end for a special announcement. Janan, out. This video was made by me. It was produced by me. The script was written by me. The talking was by me. Your host was me, Sean. This writing and this map drawing was done by me. And also the recorder and editor of my videos was my mom, Anna. Oh, well. And today's special announcement is that I'm gonna make a website with Wix.com. Just go to Wix.com and you can make your website. And I'm thinking of making my own website, and I'm gonna make them on the weekend. I'm gonna work them on the weekends if I have time, and when it's finished, I'll put them in the description below in the previous video I made. So see you then. Shinhan out. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the bell button so you don't miss any of my videos. And if I do ask a question, please answer them in the comments below, or give me the answers in my email, 20gur@naver.com. Put that link on this place. Alright, editor. So, today's question is, what did Martin Luther wrote besides the Bible? Is it A, the Bible, B, the 95 Theses, C, indulgences, or D, all of the above? See you then. Shinhan.